So you're telling me that CNN has Don Lemon and Charlemagne the God on the same stage, and there's no tampons to be found? My God, there's so much estrogen in the next 40 seconds that I'm about to play for you that I can't even begin to decipher it. But hey, give me a couple of moments, because I want to talk about Don Lemon, who first and foremost is just not... Like, neither one of these gentlemen represent black masculinity by any stretch of the imagination. They are there to push their handlers' narratives. That's it. Both Charlemagne and Don Lemon. All right, but going in on Don Lemon, this guy was the one that sat there and got a couple of cops shot a few years back during the whole Black Lives Matter thing. I have zero to no respect for Don Lemon, and the fact that he continues to have a show just shows exactly how far his handlers are away from those that they think that they have him speaking for. Neither one of these gentlemen, Charlemagne nor Don Lemon, speak for anybody other than themselves and their handlers and whoever is force feeding them their narratives. And exactly why? No, here's why. Because here's why. But the question I was about to ask is, why is Charlemagne the God being asked his political opinion? But that's because he is such a puppet. All right, this guy used to be Wendy Williams' whipping boy, and yeah, he put out some book talk about, oh yeah, black privilege and what it takes to be black and succeed in America. Blah 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 blah. Deal is that no, sir, you were Wendy Williams' whipping boy. That's how you were willing to bend the knee and do what I assume is a whole bunch of other things. So don't sit up here now and act like you got someplace because, oh my goodness, well, I just worked a little bit harder. Yeah, you worked a little bit harder on your knees and groveling towards Wendy Williams and all these other folks. So nah, neither one of these gentlemen represent black masculinity or a descendant masculinity at all. They're shells. They really are. But they're talking about the 2020 election, and Don Lemon, I remember Don Lemon, he wanted to be like a fashion correspondent or something like that. And Charlemagne, he's a radio show host. Neither one of these gentlemen are policy experts. Neither one of these gentlemen really have the pulse on, society in general, primarily because they are sold out. I mean, they're sellouts. Easy. I'm not even blinking my eye when I say it. These gentlemen are sellouts. So let's sit down and watch a couple of gentlemen, a couple of sellouts explain why we should be happy with them selling out and why we should listen to their sellout advice. And another thing, and this has been irritating me for the longest time, Charlemagne the God is the gentleman who allowed Hillary Clinton to say, oh yeah, well, I can relate to black people because I have hot sauce in my bag, and didn't challenge her. Charlemagne the God is a sellout puppet. There's no other word for it. All right, but let's get into this little let's get into this segment on Don Lemon's show.
So no matter who the nominee is, let's say the nominee is not the person you want it to be.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who I want it to be yet.
You don't know.
I think I want it to be Senator Kamala Harris. Only because
that's who cut his check. Because she the one that paid me most recently. It's gonna be. I want it to be Kamala Harris because there's no. Real talk, there's no man in his right mind that wants this woman. That he may not have done his research, but I sincerely doubt it, because you saw underneath his name how they were talking about, oh yes, it's a must stop for 2020 candidates, and that's because they have a big platform, and they have a big platform because the establishment has sat there and subsidized and propped them up. That's it.
Because I feel like Donald Trump is setting the stage for the first woman president specific.
President Trump is setting the stage for his re-election, pimping. All right, he honestly, does he even talk about Kamala Harris? He probably don't. She's probably one of the ones that he'd like to have run against her. I actually would like Kamala Harris to get the nomination because I am very interested in seeing the Willie Brown show, because that is going to be so funny. But please, sir, continue. For the women. Ah, crap, I messed it up.
The nominee is not the person you want it to be.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who I want it to be yet.
You don't know.
I think I want it to be Senator Kamala Harris. Only because I feel like, Donald Trump is setting the stage for the first woman president, specifically a woman of color. Because if you see how women of color have rallied since Donald Trump has been in the White House, whether it was the Women's March that Tamika Mallory and Linda Sarsour and Carmen Perez. put together.
Alabama
Okay, yeah, let's.
nominee is.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Charlemagne, because Tamika Mallory is an anti-Semitic piece of crap who really, like, you're sitting here talking about the women marches like it was like it's 2 years ago. Nah, pimpin'. You didn't see how the women march went down in flames over the last year when everybody started realizing what Tamika Mallory had said about the Jewish faith and Jewish people. And Linda Sarsour is no better. She's the same woman that sat there and told, I can't remember the activist's name, who had gone through genital mutilation. She sat there and told her that she didn't deserve her, her vajayjay. So, they're terrible people, bruh. They're awful human beings, Tamika Mallory and Linda Sarsour. And the fact that you're sitting there trying to big them up now, family, bruh, just that's the thing. And I got in trouble with Roland Martin about this. Just say you a sellout. Alright, tell us how. Just be like, yo, look, I'm a sellout. I'm a shoe shine and sell out. It is what it is. I had to cut the check because I don't knock the hustle. But the deal is to sit up here and act as if you have an ounce of credibility is the most disingenuous thing ever. And to like the 3 people that still watch CNN, I'm sure you do. But to those 3 people that are watching CNN, they believe that, oh, well, black guys must think this because Charlemagne and Don Lemon said that. Nah, pimpin'. Nah, not even close. This, CNN, I don't like you.
No matter who the nominee.
Because if you see how women of color have rallied since Donald Trump has been in the White House, whether it was the Women's March that Tamika Mallory and Linda Sarsour and Carmen Perez put together, Alabama, yeah, the way they turned out, like, it seems like the stage is being set for a woman of color president. And when you see somebody as qualified as
only thing you need to be qualified to be president is be over the age of 35 and natural born citizen. That's it. I'm tired of this qualifications argument because it goes right out the window when you sit there and on paper, the qualifications you need is to be over 35 and a natural born United States citizen. That's it. That's it. Oh, she's so qualified because she wasn't sending the niggas to jail for not sending their kids to school. That's why she qualified, pimpin'? Oh man, she qualified because, she could really fundraise and she's done such a great job over there in California. Is it? Such a piece of shit. Oh my goodness.
No matter who the nominee is.
I'm not going through this.
In Alabama, it's like the stage is being set for a woman of color president. When you see somebody as qualified as Senator Harris is, it's like, why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you rally around that?
So, no matter who the nominee is.
Okay. Oh man. So this got weird on me. It always does. But the deal is to answer Charlemagne Tha God's question, why you don't want that is because she is nothing but a career politician that looks to exploit our people and our folk. I mean, granted, I know you couldn't care less, but because you already cut your check and everything. But for the rest of us out here that still have to live in this world, family, she is not it. She ain't hitting for nothing. And all you're really doing is just showing exactly how out of touch and how sold out you really are. And so that's why I actually am grateful for this time that we have here to see all of these people who swear they got credibility up and down the line, such as Charlemagne Tha God or Don Lemon, and that perception of credibility that they think they have is just because they have so many different handlers telling them, oh yeah, you're doing great. Nah, you're not, pimp. You're not at all. You're actually pretty terrible, pretty awful, and I really can't wait for your shows and your relevancy to wane, because you do not speak for the average descendant. You know what? You can keep that blackness, all right? But when it comes to descendants, those of us who were born here, raised here, whose struggle was in our blood, you're nothing but a coward. You're nothing but a coward, punk-ass sellout, Charlemagne Tha God. And Don Lemon, bruh, miss me, man. Miss me, like completely miss me. He is nowhere, not even close. At least when it comes to cred, he had Charlemagne has the space to say, hey, yeah, I'm a pretty popular host on a hip hop channel. Bet. Don Lemon, man, yo, go sit your ass down someplace, bro. Yo, these are nothing but puppets for the establishment, and really they need to be called out for their puppetry. And that's what I'm doing. That's what this channel is here for. So with that being said, all the internet stuff, like it if you liked it, or dislike it. I'm not scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos such as this and daily on endless topics. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube's definitely not gonna do it. And speak. Let me know what you think in the comments. You think Charlemagne the God and Don Lemon got all this credibility in the black neighborhoods? Huh? Do you really think they popping in the streets like that? And I'll give Charlemagne the God a little extra credit on this because he's on Hot 97. So you got a whole bunch of suckers out there that will happily be like, oh yeah, well, you know, whatever Charlemagne the God say, of course, da-da-da-da. I mean, I'm talking about those of us critical thinkers who remember the nonsense that Helm, Envy, and Angela Yee did when they had Hillary Clinton up in there. I mean, it's just, they just sitting there on their knees blowing the establishment. That's it. But let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next video,